Worst grain, sugary cereals. You can't eat just one serving, that is. A serving of cereal is just half a cup, and a big bowl may rack up as much sugar as a candy bar. A good way to judge whether a cereal is too high in sugar is to avoid brands with more than 12 grams per serving, says Brandeis. Those are usually the ones that are at eye level in the cereal aisle and are strategically positioned so little ones can easily see them. If you really enjoy the high sugar-based cereals, try filling your bowl with half high-sugar cereal and half low-sugar cereal to dilute the amount of added sugar, she says. Best grain, oatmeal. Oats are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, folate, fiber, and potassium, making them a heart-healthy food that lowers cholesterol and burns fat. Avoid packaged packets, which are swimming in added sugar. Instead, use plain old-fashioned oats and sweeten them with fruit and honey. Want to save time in the morning? Try this recipe for overnight oats. Best protein, fish, seafood might just be the healthiest type of protein you can eat. Chock full of omega-3 fatty acids, it reduces inflammation in the body, regulates blood pressure, and lowers the risk of many health conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, asthma, and even some cancers. Plus, each type provides ample nutrients, and research shows people who eat a lot of it are less likely to suffer from depression and anxiety. Add more seafood to your diet with one of these 24 healthy fish recipes. Worst protein, red meat. The case against red meat, which includes beef, pork, and lamb, seems to grow stronger by the day. It can be high in cholesterol and saturated fat, and eating a lot of it has been linked to several chronic health conditions, including heart disease and type 2 diabetes. And in January, 2 new studies provided even more reasons to cut back on burgers. The first found that red meat may raise the risk for diverticulitis, a common inflammatory bowel condition. And the second found a link between consumption of grilled, smoked, and barbecued meat and higher rates of early death among breast cancer survivors. Best protein, chicken. Skinless chicken has less saturated fat than red meat. It is an excellent source of niacin, which helps the body turn food into fuel, as well as selenium, which is important for cognitive function and immune system health. Plus, it's packed with protein and low in calories. Only 3.5-ounce breast packs 31 grams of protein for just 165 calories. Worst protein, processed meats. It's always a good idea to limit processed foods of all types when making healthy food choices, and proteins are no exception. Processed meats, like deli meats, hot dogs, sausages, and cured selections tend to be high in sodium, preservatives, and saturated fat, says Adams. Although an occasional sausage or hot dog is fine, research suggests eating it regularly may increase the risk of heart disease and colorectal cancer. Best protein, tofu. Tofu contains 10 grams of protein per serving, making it a great plant-based protein for anyone, but especially vegetarians and vegans. It's basically the curd of soybeans pressed into a sliceable cake that can become firm and sub in quite nicely for meat, explains Palmer. Studies link consuming moderate amounts of tofu with lots of benefits, including heart health and even cancer protection. Use it in stir-fries, curry dishes, lasagna, and vegetable scrambles. Best protein, nuts. These bite-sized nutrient bombs set you up with heart-healthy fats, protein, vitamins, and minerals. Avoid nuts packaged or roasted in oil, and instead eat them raw or dry roasted, and with no salt added. For more info, check out the best and worst nuts for your health. Best protein, eggs. Yes, eggs are good for you, the whole thing, not just the whites. Though nutrition experts used to warn that the dietary cholesterol in eggs could spike blood cholesterol and hurt the heart, scientific research shows eating foods high in cholesterol doesn't mean most people will develop high cholesterol. Egg yolks are rich in vitamin E, a nutrient most Americans eat too little of, as well as choline, a nutrient that contributes to brain health and metabolism regulation. Enjoy eggs 3 times per week or more, suggests Polinsky-Wade, hard-boiling them for an easy, on-the-go snack or cook into an omelet with fresh veggies. We also love this recipe for easy eggs in a cup, and this one for frittata muffins. Best dairy, Greek yogurt. With twice the protein of regular yogurt, Greek yogurt keeps you full longer while providing a good source of calcium. The best type to get is low-fat Greek yogurt, since they provide higher amounts of protein with less fat per serving, says Brandeis. Aside from being a delicious, on-the-go snack, especially when topped with nuts or blended into a smoothie, you can even use Greek yogurt as a substitute for mayonnaise or sour cream in sandwiches or recipes. Worst dairy, flavored yogurts. Many flavored yogurts contain up to 30 grams of sugar, that's 6.5 teaspoons per 6-ounce serving, says Rodriguez. Here's some perspective. A Snickers bar clocks in at 27 grams. While you're at it, skip the drinkable squeezable yogurts too, as many contribute more calories from sugar than they do protein, and sipping instead of chewing can compromise satiety. Best cheese, cottage cheese, rich in protein and low in carbohydrates. Cottage cheese makes a great choice for those who need to limit their overall carb intake. It's also a very versatile food. Blend it into smoothies or use it to make protein pancakes for a breakfast option that actually fills you up without the added refined carbs. Polinsky-Wade recommends keeping your cottage cheese intake to around a half cup per day and choosing one low in sodium. Worst cheese, processed substitute cheese. Processed cheeses, like the yellow squares of American you loved as a kid, are high in sodium. A grilled cheese sandwich with 2 slices of white bread and 2 squares of one popular processed sliced cheese racks up 700 milligrams of sodium, or nearly half of what the average person should consume in a full day. Worst fat, trans fat. Trans fats are found in fried foods, baked goods, and processed snack foods in the form of partially hydrogenated oils. Food manufacturers love them because they are easy to use, inexpensive to produce, and last a really long time, but they're really bad for your health. Trans fats raise your LDL, bad, cholesterol levels while lowering your HDL, good, cholesterol, and eating lots of them increases your risk of heart disease and stroke. The good news? You won't find hydrogenated oils in foods for much longer. Manufacturers must remove trans fats from their foods by 2018 per a ban by the Food and Drug Administration. Best fat, extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil may help reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and osteoporosis. On its own, olive oil contains antioxidants, and on top of that, cooking with this type of oil increases your body's ability to absorb antioxidants from veggies. Plus, research proves over and over again that following a Mediterranean diet, which is rich in olive oil, boosts longevity and overall health.